Good morning, guys. I am here to give you a quick reading from Ocho, Rios, Jamaica. Yeah, so let's pull some cards and see what's happening out there. I hope everybody is doing well. Ooh, oh my gosh. If you have read The Succession, like the last, I don't know, week's worth of readings, beware of codependency. Addictive behaviors are affecting your romantic life. Holy crap. Wow. Wow. That's all I gotta say. Codependency issues have come up multiple times. If you are dealing with codependent issues, you need to go and seek help for that. They have meetings that are international. There are phone meetings, there are in-person meetings. It's Codependence Anonymous. Go get you some. I'm about to, because the universe is clearly telling me that it is time to go and deal with some codependency issues. Wow. Wow. Literally like fifth, sixth time. It's come up in one other reader's reading that I watched, and it's come up about 4 or 5 times in my own readings. Wild. Let go of the need to control. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Guys, be present. You will attract love by enjoying your life as it is. Wherever you are, be all there. Okay, strong messages coming through this morning. You need to focus on yourself and let go. Stop trying to force the issue. It sounds, these cards are strongly suggesting that there's a situation that you do not have control over right now, and that may seem out of sorts. Everything is happening as it should. It's unfolding just the way it should. Let the divine handle it. Go work on yourself. Go get counseling. Go to, CODA, whatever. Go find something. Focus on your creative endeavors. Whatever. That also just came to mind. Focus on yourself. Boy, there's some strong messages coming out today. Goodness. No wonder I was called to do a reading first thing in the morning. That's really the purpose of my travel here, though, is to do readings in pretty locations and stuff. Later today I will get my things together and I will go out and do a reading somewhere else on the premises, depending on the wind, of course, because yesterday it was so windy I tried to go out on my patio here and I couldn't do it. A message, travel, temptation, cut out. Wow. A lot of desire, but too risky. Forbidden fruit. There could be a reason why you are forbidden fruit. It's a tempting offer, but not socially acceptable, alluring, hard to resist, fighting the urge. Your person may be fighting the urge to come towards you. They have something to say, though. We've got the message card. They want to talk and they want to get on speaking terms. You could be in separation right now from your person. Information, text, phone call, expression, communication issues. They may have a very difficult time communicating their truths. Travel, romantic getaway together, but vacation, honeymoon, journey. For me, a short break. Long distance love, movement, honeymoon phase, short break. You could be on a short, this could mean that you're about ready to travel. This says romantic getaway together. That could be future energy, or could it really be suggesting short break, that you are on a short break right now. It says cut out. I got a scissors card here. I don't think I've ever pulled this one out. It's best to part ways to heal. Severing ties, endings, move on, abandonment, calling it quits, closed chapter, walk away. So, with this card, and this temptation card, and I seem to channel the third party energy all the time, and that and twin flame energy. I haven't gotten that indication yet, but This card, cut it out. It's strongly suggesting that cycles need to end in order for, and things need to end. With this temptation card, if this is a third-party situation, you would be aware of it. It needs to end before you guys need to walk away and close the chapter of this situation for the time being. I don't feel like it's the first thing is best to part ways to heal. Okay, there could be some healing that needs to be done on both of your parts before you can come back together. I don't think this is a permanent. That's not what I'm feeling at all. But whatever the third party energy is, must part. And a third party does not necessarily mean a person. And it could be platonic, it could be romantic, it could be a child, but it could also be a belief system that no longer serves. Outdated beliefs, about societal norms, about whether a person is good enough. They may need to work on their self-esteem, all of that. Any of those things can be a third-party interference, okay? Again, doesn't need to be a person. These have been giving me some really good information lately. I like these a lot, but I do need to shuffle them because I used them yesterday. I haven't been using them a ton. I really like this deck. This is the Divine Feminine and Masculine Reunited deck and book. I'm not taking all those. Don't feel called to. These stick together too, so a lot of times they'll come out like 5 million at a time. Okay, I'll take whatever that is. Let's see what we can get here. What else do I want? Okay, Spirit, what do we need to know this morning? Most High, what do we need to know this morning in reference to my collective who we're reading on today? Let's see. I will take whatever that is. Okay. God of Battle. Oh, okay, time to put the glasses on once again. And God of Obstruction. Hilarious. God of Obstruction. There's something obstructing your connection. It needs to be handled. God of Battle. It's worth fighting for. Now, this may not suggest this is the energy I'm feeling. Your connection is worth fighting for. Ooh, how funny. Is that? No, I don't think it is. Anyway, it looked like a scorpion on his chest, but I don't think it is. But it could be significant for someone. God of Battle. This is card number 6, and Eris is the god, and Ganesha is the god of obstruction. So I'm going to read those two and figure out what they're saying. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. That's great. We've actually, this has gods and goddesses, and it also has shadow and light cards in it, which I like. Let's see. Oh, incidentally, these cards are number 5 and number 6. Back to back. Ganesha speaks. It says, the god of obstruction. I am known as the remover of obstacles. But what is not always understood about me is the way I do this, by putting an obstacle across your path. This may seem counterproductive for me to place what feels like a barrier in your way, but this helps you dig up the original obstacle, the wound. Crazy. Again, I mean, this lends back to, as usual, twin flame connections, and the whole purpose of a twin flame connection is to force each party to evolve, okay? And ascend. And sometimes that will mean that there are karmic partners involved, and they are the ones to teach you or your person a lesson, because it's not something that you could teach. Like if your person cheats and they have to have a person that would be able to cheat on them, like, you probably wouldn't be that person. I hope not. You know, you wouldn't be that person to provide them with that experience so they know what that feels like. So, you know, so they go through that, right? Just as an example. It's just totally one of many zillions of different lessons that we are required to learn. So we know how it feels and we can heal the wound. Like, okay, we get down to the bottom of it. Like, why do we cheat? Why do we seek attention? Did we not receive the attention we needed as a child? And that's typically where that type of thing would stem from. You know, and we learn to go within and honor ourselves and love the part of us, the inner child that's like crying out, like, pay me attention. Look at me, here I am. Look, I'm doing something cute, you know, look at me. You know, I want you to tell me that you love me. I want you to, you know, this is the whole inner child thing. And these are certainly things I went through when I was growing up. Absolutely, without question. My parents were both, you know, involved in themselves and other, you know, situations in their lives and stuff, without divulging all of their, you know, dirty laundry. But what that resulted in is me kind of being pushed to the wayside and my needs not being met emotionally. So, you know, that kind of lends to, you know, you needing to determine, you know, you get into a relationship, say, with an unemotional or an emotionally unavailable person. Well, why is that? Well, your mom or dad were probably emotionally unavailable. And you need to heal that part of you. And, you know, your person, if they're the emotionally unavailable person, why do they shut off their emotions? Well, they were probably forced to cram those emotions down when they were a kid, you know. It just, and they need to get to the root of that problem. But again, throwing something like a barrier such as that in your way makes you, you know, forces you to assess things, or not. I mean, or not, because the divine is a gentleman or a lady. They're not going to force you to do anything. They're going to present it to you, and if you decide to handle it, fantastic. You will ascend and you will move forward and you will have a much better life. However, if you do not, you will remain those lessons. And a lot of those lessons are generational curses. That's, I mean, if you look in religion, a lot of them talk about generational curses. They come from way back. And that's exactly what it is. Like, if you look back several generations, was your father's mother emotionally available? Or, you know, was she a drunk? You know, or whatever. It's a generational curse. It is. And it stops with you if you choose it to do so that you do not pass that along to your children. It's important to handle, you know, so that they don't learn, because you're an example and they are taking on all that crap. Okay, let me jump off my soapbox, keep on reading, because I tend to get on whole tangents because I have attention deficit disorder. It's pretty much, I control it pretty well, but sometimes I go on super tangents, especially when I'm talking to someone else with attention deficit disorder. It can be kind of interesting to listen to, I'm sure. Anyway, let's see. So let me just pick back up. This may seem counterproductive for me to place what feels like a barrier in your way, but this helps you dig up the original obstacle, the wound. My mouse familiar is symbolic of this, reaching into the well-hidden areas of your soul and energy that cannot be reached easily. This is why Earth is called a mirror, to reflect to you core hurts through energies that stimulate the buried pain or belief. This is the message I would like to bring forward to you today, to help you see that the situations that you encounter are often a way of triggering a core wound that has been within you for a very long time, that urgently needs to be addressed. It needs to be removed so you can flourish and thrive. As I just mentioned, your life will get better. This is the true purpose of what is known in your language and time as the law of attraction. The true purpose of this governing law of the universe is not to acquire mansions, cars, and material objects, which can be a lovely bonus, but the true purpose is to be a guiding force behind your path of evolution, growth, and learning. Beautiful. God of Battle. Eris speaks. Hello, I am present with you today to talk about a segment of the wounded masculine. Here we go again with the Divine Masculine Message Part 3. Woo! Boy, this is, I'm almost never called, I don't think I've ever really been called to do a Divine Masculine reading, and for the last 2 days, of the 4 readings that I've done, 3 were for Divine Masculine. And here we go. So this is the 3rd. A part of the masculine that warped from his innate inner qualities surrounding action and protectiveness. Okay, hold on. Hello, I'm present with you today to talk about a segment of the wounded masculine. A part of the masculine that warped from his innate inner qualities surrounding action and protectiveness. What I'm referring to is the part of the masculine's heart that went to war and is still yet to return. Due to the rise of religion and war and the fall of consciousness, many battles have been fought and the subsequent effects have been immense. When the masculine left his feminine at home to go to war, he did so with the intent to protect and serve her and his community. In order to do this, he had to detach from his tender heart. Consequently, he did such a great job of this that a part of his heart is still hardened. Can you see this occurring around you? As mirrored opposites, 2 halves of a whole, every wounding that the masculine has, the feminine has a wound to match. The feminine who waited for the masculine to return has had a piece of her nurturing twisted into a sense of desperation. These are wounds that are prevalent in your time being pulled up to the surface to be triggered and worked through and therefore resolved. Know that as you experience these themes, they are present themselves to be transmuted. All is in order. All is in the highest good for all. And that's funny because the highest good for all. My life verse, and this speaks to, let me go on with that real quick. My life verse has always been Romans 8:28 in the Bible. I was raised as a Christian, although I do pull from a lot of different religions at this point in my life. I do love world religion. I think it's amazing. So Christ consciousness would probably be more along the lines of where I would fall. In any case, Romans 8:28 says, and for those who are, oh gosh, here we go. Michelle, get it together. All things work together for good to those who love God, who are called according to his purpose. Maybe I need to be reminded of my purpose. And all things work together for good. That's the big part, for the good of all. Crazy. That speaks to that twin flame mission. Okay. So, let me see. That really just stunted me. Sometimes these readings, and I'll sit back and I'll watch my own readings often. So that I can take my own advice often. And I get real contemplative during that time and just kind of take it all in, because sometimes, it's funny because I like one particular pastor, Mike Todd from Transformation Church, and I don't know that he would want me out here endorsing him with tarot cards, but I think that when I watch his sermons, sometimes he gets so far into the spirit that Mike Todd goes away, and it's like the Holy Spirit comes in and is like, it speaks through him, and I think it's amazing. And sometimes I realize that happens to me too. It happens to me too. I get on, sometimes a tangent, it's just placed on my heart and I have to say it, or a part of my life that I need to share with the collective as it relates to the healing journey. I try to be very open with my life and the struggles that I've gone through. I am, a recovering addict and alcoholic. I've been, clean for 22 years and sober on the 6th, in a couple of days, I will have been sober for 11. So, I dealt with abuse, sexual abuse as a child, and physical abuse, emotional abuse. I've gone through a lot in my life. I lost my older children, not to the state, but to their dads for a period of time because I was an addict and I was not living my life the way I needed to live. And so I try to be very much an open book as it relates to my collective here and in healing. Sorry, I wasn't sure whether I should take both of those or just the one, and I only felt called to just take, nope, we're not doing that, but we will take that. Okay. Alright, so I'll take 2 of the Moonology cards, and then, I think I might get intuitive coaching. Truth and Take a Risk. Take a Risk came out. Did Take a Risk come out yesterday? Maybe. And Truth. Okay, let's see. Take a risk. Do you have the courage to spin the wheel of life and see what comes up? Playing it safe will not serve your current situation. No one is saying you should take a massive risk and gamble everything away, but nor should you refuse to make your move. It could be time for you to adopt a more positive mental attitude and see your glass as half full. A regular gratitude practice will help. For example, every Friday night. Try doing your practice with friends or family for a few weeks. Adventure is calling you somehow, and this card has come up because your higher self wants you to look further into it. As Marianne Williamson, I love Return to Love. She's a great author. Marianne Williamson is fantastic. As Marianne Williams, oh my God, this is beautiful. I did give a speech about my life at a church one time, and I quoted this exact quote. Boy, this is speaking to me in a big way today. As Marianne Williamson famously wrote, and then this Coach Carter also, it was used in Coach Carter as well. Your playing small does not serve the world. It's time for you to take a risk and show the world who you really are and how you really feel. If your self-esteem is hampering you, this card is a sign to work on it for real. The wheel is still spinning when you get this card. Take a chance. Additional meanings. Take the trip. Be optimistic. Love yourself more. Life is short. Make the most of it. Believe in yourself. The seeds of a moonflower are hallucinogenic. These flowers bloom in the evening and have an enticing fragrance. This card is leading toward adventures. Beautiful. Moon rising. Truth. There is no hiding when this card comes up. The truth is going to come out, or maybe it already has, but you still need to face up to it. As Buddha was reported to have said, 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. When this card comes up, the only thing to do is to be scrupulously honest with yourself. Face the facts. Maybe you need to show your feelings a little more. Maybe there's a situation you need to be more honest about. Are you showing how you feel, or are you hiding? What is the truth of your situation? Are you being honest with yourself and everyone else? If you are, then this card is a positive omen, telling you that everything is going to work out just fine because the truth will out. That might be a typo. There's also a sense, because the truth will come out. I'm thinking that's what it was supposed to say. There is also a sense with this card that the truth will be exposed sooner rather than later, so it shouldn't be too long before the issue you're wrestling with will be resolved. But make sure you're absolutely transparent and truthful. Additional meanings for this card: you're about to get your answer. Tough love is needed. Honesty is the best policy. Someone's untruth will soon be exposed. Avoid tellers of tall tales. About this symbol, the moon rising sounds romantic, but this symbol has a slight edge to it, as though a secret won't be a secret for much longer. Okay, guys. I'm going to get one more oracle deck, and I'm going to wrap it up because we're already at 26 minutes, and I have a yoga class I don't want to be late for, and then breakfast because I'm actually kind of hungry this morning. Okay. I hope this resonates with somebody. You know, it seems like my readings oftentimes turn into more of a advice column than you know, sometimes there's definitely information. I mean, I can tell you the third party, whatever that is, whether that's the belief or someone else, needs to be removed from the situation before anything can move forward in yours, and healing needs to happen. So that much I can tell you. Healing has to happen, and a lot of times that's singular healing, individual healing, not, you know, necessarily a togetherness type healing. Now, some things can be healed together, but other things need to be hermited. You need to go into hermit state and really be with yourself and figure out your truths. Fill in this card too. I don't know why. I'm gonna read you 3. Truth. Oh my God! Holy night. Wow. That's a trip. Okay, I shouldn't be surprised. It happens all of the freaking time. It happened yesterday. It happened yesterday. Look at this. Truth. Truth. Shift. Something is going to shift. Talisman. Let's find out what these are talking about. Wow. There's a truth that needs to happen. And now. Whatever is being held from you will come to light. Needs to come to light. Divine feminine and divine masculine. If you're holding back something, you need to let it be known because it's about to come out anyway. The truth is a 25, which brings down to 7. A great truth will come to light. A secret will be revealed. Your feelings regarding the situation you're asking about are true. Stand by your personal truth no matter what, and you will be rewarded. This is a time to let your authentic self shine. You have much to express. Your voice is needed. Divine masculine, speak your truth. Meditate on this when you want more authenticity in your life or you want clarity regarding a person or situation. The feather of Ma'at. The ostrich feather is an Egyptian symbol for truth. At the time of death, the goddess Ma'at would weigh the heart of the deceased against the weight of the feather to see if the person had lived a just life. Speak your truth. It's important. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It needs to come out, and healing needs to happen. If it's a crazy truth, healing needs to take place. Let's see. Talisman. The talisman represents new doors opening for you now. New pathways are present at this time. It invites you to find or create and charge an appropriate symbol, and amulet, or mantra to help support your current endeavors or healing. Oh boy. Empower this talisman with your intention to evoke its magic in your everyday life. Meditate with this card to act as a powerful road opener to a new adventure or opportunities, or to discover hidden talismans of power, love, and peace. The skeleton key is often used in magic symbolically to move from one place in life to another. It is also one of the many symbols of the goddess Hecate. Hecate tears shit up. She is no joke. When worn as a talisman or charged with intention, the key can free us from our self-imposed cages and move us to the next part of the journey by opening new doors of opportunity. Time to get real with yourself, Divine Masculine. Seriously. And then we got Shift. Speak your truth. Miracles, divine intervention, and the end of stagnation. The divine inspiration are here now. Drawing this card signifies an aha moment or sudden change in any situation that was stuck or blocked. A welcome change or answer you have been seeking is here now. Meditate on this symbol when you are feeling stuck, unsure of which way to go, or having a block creatively. Wow. Learn through the blocks. Learn through the, oh my gosh, wow. Obstruction and shift. God of obstruction, talking about placing blocks in your way. Learn your lessons from the blocks, and so you can move around them. They can dissolve from your way. Remove the blocks, so there can be a shift in your life. Wow. A welcome change or answer you've been seeking is here now. Meditate on this symbol when you're feeling stuck, unsure of which way to go, or having a block creatively. Symbol, breakthrough. Dagaz, a Norse rune, is the last rune of the Futhark, I don't know what that is, which is the oldest form of the runic alphabets and literally means day. This rune is a symbol of fulfillment and achievement, symbolizing the rebirth of the light in one's life. It is the rune of the awakening of dawn and the day and of the day rise. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. So while this could be, I mean, a reading for, insight for Divine Feminine too, this actually is directed at the change that both of you need to do, but particularly the Divine Masculine. If there's a truth that you need to, I'm going towards it. I'm kind of called toward this deck real quick. I know I was about to wrap it up, but I'm going to pull just a couple more cards here. Wow. Man, I feel like a church sermon series. This is crazy. It is really wild to me how things pop out the way that they do. Yesterday, it happened yesterday too. It was another card. Focus is what it said. This is truth. Wow. 2 focus cards came out. They literally were both focus cards. One was the Moonology deck, and the other one was this deck, the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine Reunited deck. Crazy. Oh. Okay. Shit, these are changes of residence, moving in with your partner, give it time, everything in divine timing. I'm gonna go ahead and reshuffle because those were, I would say the divine timing thing is always give it time. Everything in divine timing. Let things flow. Flow has been another thing that has been a big, incidentally, a very big topic of my last 2 as well. Yeah. Flow, getting in flow with the divine. 3333 as I look up, which is manifestation. Manifest the positive, beautiful things that you want. Yeah, getting in flow with God. Pregnancy, someone is expecting. Oh shit. Well, hopefully that's not the truth that you're getting ready to learn. That sucks, but if it is, it is. But pregnancy, it could be that that you're giving birth to a new idea also. Let's hope that that's what they're talking about. Water sign. Oh shit. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Huh. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Pull one more card. If it comes out here in the next couple of seconds here, because otherwise I'm going to wrap this up for you. I know that someone is expecting. It's kind of a Whoa. Move on. Someone is unavailable. A waste of time is over. Again, this is signaling that some things need to shift, that something needs to change, or actually, I guess as this relates to divine masculine, you need to move on from your third party, for sure. It's a waste of time, it's over. It's not talking about divine feminine. Now, a healing period may need to be in place where there's a time of separation while you deal with your situation and heal yourself, heal yourselves. Yeah. Weird. Very weird. That pregnancy card throws me off. Okay. Liar. Be careful of someone sneaky. Uh-oh. Well, that's the truth card. Truth, truth, liar. Okay. Divine masculine, whatever you're not telling the truth about, you need to go ahead and be honest about it. It's going to come out eventually anyway, so you might as well just spill it. Well, weird. Okay, well that's what I got for you. I will read for you later this evening. And yoga time it is. All right. Well, have a good day, guys.